No, ain't that a fucking vibe? Hello! Hi, how's everyone doing? Hope you all are doing well. We're back, we're here. We're back in court, kind of. Well, we're not in court yet, but we're very close to being in court. We're back with Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, on this gorgeous, completely dark Wednesday, because, you know, it's 7 p.m. and still kind of winter, so it's still dark. Hey Jason, what's up? What's up, my man? How's your day been? Actually, it's 1 p.m. So how's your morning been, I guess? How's your morning been, I guess? So, you know, shenanigans. I say 1 p.m. because I just assumed you're East Coast. I just assumed you're East Coast. Hell if I know. For all I know, it could be like 10. For all I know, it could be 10 or 9 even. Shit, if I'm completely wrong, you might have just woken up and it's like 6 a.m. because you're on the West Coast. Woke up, fell asleep, woke up an hour ago. I feel that. I feel that. I haven't slept at all today. I mean, that's a lie. I guess I slept like 2 hours. I slept 2 hours now. Like, you know, we don't talk. Listen, we don't talk about my sleep. I should be paid to sleep. Let's not go to territories like this, because there's people who actually can do that, which is weird. But fuck if I know. The internet is magic. Anyway, I almost started Yakuza out of habit. Oopsie. Where's Phoenix? Where's the right man? There's the right man. There's the funny right man. Right man, left man, middle man. Middle, left, right man. All the men. Sleeping stream when man, imagine. Imagine. Fucking do something like Hedgehog boyfriend goes to sleep with you ASMR. Fucking hey. Fucking hey. I'd do it for $100, my god. Listen, a honey is a honey, so you know. 100 is 100. Don't actually do that. I will scream. I mean, to be fair, no one can donate me money anyway because I don't have a donation link. Thank fuck. But, you know, magic. Magic. In this game, load, and you slow up, please. Why does it take so long to load the content? Listen, man. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Load the content faster! Can't even put you in full screen yet, because you're not properly loaded. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Oh, great! But yeah, I can't fucking set the resolution properly because it's still loading. I have to just pull it down. It never took this long before. It never took this long before. Well, let me just do a bit of computer magic, aka just restart the fucking game. Capcom, press enter. This is not enter, but fuck it. Imagine if my save files just got magically corrupted now. That'd be hilarious. That would be fucking hilarious. Okay, this is an unnatural amount of time. It's quite unnatural. But we'll see how it goes. Surely you're just like fucking work now, right? Surely you're just like work now, right? Surely. You know what? Surely. Imagine if I corrupted all my save files now. That'd be hilarious. We just have to go for the first entire court case again. I mean, to be fair, you can just like rush it, but eh. I'd have to figure that shit out on the fly again. That'd be a nightmare. That'd be an actual nightmare. Come on, buddy. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. And again, it's also been a while since we had technical issues. Well, besides my webcam like nuking itself every once in a while and just stopping the track. But that's an entirely different story. That is a story of $20 cameras and cable decline, I assume. I'd assume. Ah. I'm calling the fuck on, man. Reboot again. Okay. Alternative, I could just verify game files, because the game's not that big, right? Can't be that big. It's like, it's 2 gigabytes, I can just verify game files in case of emergency. PC explodes, that'd be fucking hilarious. I mean, I'd be dead. That fucking thing explodes, I'm dead. That's interesting. Alright, you know what? Huh. Apparently Steam Cloud fucks with it. Let's check. Properties. Disable Steam Cloud. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, that's a bottle empty. That was a nice one, holy. Hey! Shout out to Reddit posts. Shout out to Reddit posts. Alright, we're back. We're back. Time for the stolen trial. October 13th, 9:36 AM. District Court, defendant lobby number 4. Let's see, I have to remember some of this shit. Alright, so this fucking thing was stolen, right? Yeah, we stole the fucking... Alright, cool. We stole the fucking statue. This, like, not the statue of the fucking urn. That one got stolen and it's completely worthless, actually. Exactly. This funny statue was moved during the robbery. This is a card from Mask the Mask. This is a camera data saying that a singular person went in at 1 AM. The funny knife or the funny sword that got used to bonk the detective on the... Oh yeah, right, the funny delusional detective, right? Where's this fucker? There he is, this wacky guy. He got bonked over the head with the sword, right, right. And then this guy skedaddled with the box. Exactly, this is a singular photograph. This was also blackmailing about some secret identity. Alright. Come to KB security at 1 AM. I'll take the red diamond you received the other day instead. Oh, that's the wallet from our allegedly not thief. Our allegedly not thief. And that's a key card that he used to get into the CEO offices. Which also gets recorded, which is a good thing to mark on. Interesting. So she's head of planning nowadays, but unfortunately walked in on the shenanigans again. And found the wallet. She's the wife, right? This guy's allegedly delusional as fuck, so he's gonna... he's gonna, you know... He can't be him. He's allegedly him, but he can't be him because, you know... I'll be fine. Hey, Nick. What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the mask glossy I bought. Dun dun! You bought this where? From the little tent in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. What is this, a fucking merch store for a faith? Man, this ain't a convention, this is a courtroom. It starts with C, but... You know, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Oh, hang on. Hang on. There's something different here already. There's something different here already. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it yet. Yet. Unless it's a feather missing. The chest. Oh. The funny head on the chest piece is missing. Okay, we already got one thing. So we're missing the funny big ass smiley face on the chest piece. Okay. Come on, I'm guilty for the book at me. You're screaming like that. Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it, I am the criminal. Me. Oh, actually, that is a very good point. That guy has the smiley face. This guy doesn't seem to be wearing it. Ah, fuck. Here I was hoping I could cover you with the singular image. But nah, because you're not also not wearing the funny skull in your chest. God damn it. I thought I could cover you with this, but I can't. I can't. He said it again. I said the golly god to Lord Taylor. I admitted. But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally, when I say of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you? Yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty, so make sure to give me a guilty verdict, please. Well, in that case, you could just get the fuck out of there and tell it yourself. Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. Oh. You see, actually, the thief is, me. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie's innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. Aw, shit. Even more pressure. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is the master mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Wright, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I have to trust Desiree. Do I though? I'm not gonna look at any more of the court record yet, because I will run myself into a corner again where I assume something is correct, but it's not. Because right now, my head goes on to, he stole something. But it's a box. We can't be sure the urn was in the box. Because the box was opened in front of the thing. Also, look at this blood, like a paint splat on the wall. The statue is already moved. The statue is already moved by the edge there. So the statue was moved before 1. That's a start. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Uh-oh. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. What do you say? Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? Well, no, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Hey, OT, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am Godot. I am a video game engine. Legendary prosecutor, I've never lost a case. Well, we'll make it your first one, ain't that grand? Awesome. Awesome. Also, nice theme, smooth jazz. Hell yeah. Ooh. Ooh. I'm actually doing quite good, yeah. I'm doing alright. I had great news today, so you like jazz? Oh no. I forgot the bee's fucking name. I was gonna say Benny, but it ain't Benny. Benny was a friend, I think. Fuck. Fuck. What's the fucking bee's name? I need to look this up now. I need to look this up. Fucking bee movie. What's the fucking bastard's name? Oh, it was Barry! Never mind! I thought Barry was the mate. No? Anyway. Enough of the bee movie. Ah, he's the one that Detective Appy was talking about. Yes, the reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Huh, none. What do you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you've never lost before. Exactly, I've never lost. I've never won before either. I mean, he's got a point. You never, you miss all the shots you don't take, but you also hit all the shots you don't take. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask and a court of law. Huh, don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces or over our hearts. Okay, buddy. This guy's the real deal, alright, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet, Mr. Phoenix Trite. Huh? Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell. Uh-oh. To do battle with you. Well done, Prosecutor Gobo. It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. Get it right. Ever since Unity did their bullshit, I am back. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Oh no. Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder, how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two? As long as you don't try to tase me in an evidence room. Well done. Let's hear from the first witness. Oh, for fuck's sake. My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. Oh. The important part is that what you know, that's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness. First, let's hear about... What do you know about the thief that stole your... Yes, sir. Oh, we're going straight into it. Holy shit. Team C6 Judgment Day. Ah, fuck. Like, don't waste no fucking time.
Master Mass is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago.
Crime spree? Payday 2?
He's so confident he sent his calling cards before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual he sent a card to Lauren Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was mask to mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. So then the actual identity of this mask to mask is... Mr. Godot, what are you...
Oh shit! He spawned coffee.
We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. Blacker than a moonless night, harder and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee.
You know, you could say he likes his coffee black, just like his metal.
I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please. Proceed. Very well, but only coffee after all.
What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial.
Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Well, Nick, what are you going to do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Light's identity, all we can do now is show that it wasn't Master Mask Custodian. Yeah, but we have the image. There's a photograph that states he did it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Have you been involved in this investigation from the beginning?
Yep, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true, I'm a Zvari, all for on thieves.
What is this Zvari bullshit he keeps bringing, like him and fucking Luke bring up? An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority.
The fact that this guy could slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal.
It's easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. Press harder. So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh?
You got it, pal, except maybe for the thief's mom, that is.
But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police?
You don't mean Detective Zvari, do you? Who is this person? Zvari? He sounds German.
How does Zvari sound German? Judge? You're good, man. There's no German word that's close to Zvari. Weird man.
His name is Luke Atme, sir. I guess you shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him.
What the heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all.
Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. It seems you're not the expert you claim to be. It looks like the thief is toying with me even now.
Oops. Have you seen all of his so-called calling cards?
Of course I have. Except, the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police.
Really now?
So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred.
That's because Detective Atme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police. True, because he's a bastard.
Was that calling card the Lordly Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature, pal, but we're not releasing that information to the general public. But you're absolutely certain this card is real?
Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Master Mask emblem. It's fifth heist, and your fifth screw up, huh? Wow, Phoenix, okay.
Objection, pal. That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time.
You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe.
I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away, got me?
Oh, looks like he's really gotten into for Detective Atme. I mean, Sam, you just stole his fucking job. And still screwed up. Art pieces, like what, for example?
Well, his first target was the famous tear of Emanon. What's that, some kind of especially salty teardrop? No, sir, it's a blue diamond. Single, rare diamond.
The diamond.
Next was the crown of Bangora, you know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Megina.
The left hand of Hades? That sounds metal as fuck, I'll take it.
Detective Adler retrieved the portrait of Megina and returned it to the museum.
And the target of the fifth and last robbery was the Sacred Urn, right?
But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections.
Somehow Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld.
That's why we're sure it was Mask to Mask, sir.
Nick, definitely looks like it was Master Mask who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is Master Mask. But... Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself. So even though we know it was Master Mask that did it, maybe for the time being, I should try to show it wasn't him. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T?
I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. Well, I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card, where 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi. And so, since his robbery seems to fit all those conditions... That's right! It means that Mask to Mask is behind him.
Nick, it definitely... Yeah, cool. Unsure where I should start. I think I should start here. Uh-huh. Oh, do I have to bring it up? Do I have to bring it up? No. Okay. I do not have to bring that one up. Fuck, I have no point of entry here, personally. I can't mention the emblem yet. Oh, do it bring up one up here? That'd be weird. Oh, fuck me, ball. Nah, okay, fair. Okay, unfortunate. Safe scumming XD. Anyway, Python is usually since his causes. Okay, cool. Which he did, in fact, do. Art pieces. This doesn't really look precious, though. Got him! Can I ask you something, Detective Gumshoe?
Seeing the word little in that question is making me nervous.
You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right?
That's right, pal.
But there's one teeny problem. That's not what he did in this case. His supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art.
What do you mean?
Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I mean from a financialist point of view, okay? I mean, wouldn't fetch a good price.
Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn?
The appraisers I spoke to said that it couldn't attach a price to it, and I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Master Mask would normally go after.
If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Master Mask.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but...
Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Master Mask or not? What do you mean? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot?
Sip. This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? You're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Ah, sorry, but I don't get what you mean.
You're saying it wasn't Master Mask that stole the urn.
Then it must be someone imitating Master Mask's methods. Fuck!
Fake the mask?
Fake the mask? That sounds so ridiculous. But I like it.
Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordy Tail at night was actually a fake. Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting.
Can't do this to be a bastard. Looks like I'm going to have to prove it. You prove that the person at Lordy Tail that it was in fact fake the math. So it's either the photo or this photo. So I'll start with the camera photo. The proof is right here.
This looks like a photo taken by a security camera.
But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it.
Huh. Well done. Why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this point and show us just what about this picture is so peculiar.
It's right here, of course.
You mean Mask the Mask?
I have here a piece of reference I would like to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? Yep. The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch. The brooch? It's pronounced brooch? The brooch on Mask the Mask's chest.
A breach. Here, bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once.
What? A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding someone's cape on.
A clasp, eh? Ah, I see now. But the Mask the Mask in the security camera photo. Ah! He has no brooch!
That brooch is the same as the emblem of Master Mask's calling card. It serves as a symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordy Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this Master Mask is a fake.
I've been fooled again! The order. It's true, undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I...
Uh-oh. Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too.
Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? Brooch. Blech.
Huh. The brooch you're talking about.
Do you mean this?
Ah! That's the Master's brooch!
Where did you find it?
Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. Oh, you just stole evidence then?
It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue.
Buddha statue? You must mean the Ami face statue.
Why didn't you tell me about that, sir?
I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. Ah, this guy's one cool customer. Whoop!
It's already a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too. Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course.
I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints.
What? What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch.
Ah, fuck.
Order in the court. Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch.
I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. Are you alright, good sir? Why is every prosecutor a fucking nut job?
It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left in the back.
Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem.
Ah, you mess with Godot. And you get burned.
Ah, he's been playing me like a violin.
Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness.
Oh, another witness. First of all, let me check something. Ah, fuck. It doesn't need to have the... Stop. There's one too many, though. There's one too many, though, ain't there? Hello.
You're done with me, but I haven't proved anything yet.
You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Howdy, Gunship.
Bailiff, bring the next witness to the courtroom.
Finally time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? Huh?
One second is done drip off the coffee pot. 1 second is one drip off the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up.
Shh, silence! Now I see, it's all becoming clear.
What's clear?
Survive! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor, a coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Get this prick out of my courtroom, man.
Well, yes, that's right.
Huh. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. What do you mean? Everyone sees you have an addiction. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atme, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Well, these two make a perfect pair. They'd even be best friends though they'd tear each other's heads off.
I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security detail.
You've heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, then it... Yo! Don't let my man catch strays. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it.
Well then, tell us what the special monocle of yours witnessed.
Nothing, because they got fucking bonked over the head. Because he just got fucking banged over the head with a sword. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Mask the Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police.
So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal?
My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, it is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, it's only natural.
I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening.
Well, Sir Old-Timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the King of Thieves, the great Mask the Mask, my arch-enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me.
Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So that will be 1 o'clock in the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? Penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Near the computer, huh?
So when you were trying to remain hidden, I take it. Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief.
Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too.
Gumshoe also said that they've never spotted the thief at the crime scene before. Precisely, that is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief.
Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure on you for your pitch in the head, that is.
In any case...
Dancing the descendant, from where exactly?
Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else?
So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Ugh, someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief?
My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow and my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape of soft-soled shoes.
I hereby dub you ace stunts. Jeez. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened.
Well, that's a difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all that I can recall.
That's not very solid as far as testimony goes.
However, fortunately I had my third monocle of a security camera at the ready. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe.
Well, as long as his photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, then you have a problem with the photo. Good. So let's continue with the testimony. He said 1 AM. How accurate? How deeply can I nail him onto this 1 AM? Because unfortunately, this camera took a picture of at 0:58. Let's take it hypothetical, right? I'm gonna run myself into corny because because time is probably not gonna be relevant. However, alright? If it was 1 AM, let's say it was like 5, it's like 0:55, right? He had to have walked into the warehouse, knocked Luke the fuck out, walked into the vault, somehow got into the vault, because we have no idea how the fuck he was supposed to get in, yet, and walked back out in the span of 3.5 minutes. And I don't think he's a payday speedrunner. What the fuck happened with this shit? What the fuck? Oh, okay. Packaging of the fucking shit that got stuck with. So even this guy's the most ludicrous speedrunner ever? Oh, Luke is lying about the time. Oh, he's just an idiot. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? That's certainly some very impressive detective work.
Well, Sir Lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head?
Huh? Well, actually, yeah. I have fire extinguisher.
And what happened?
I was knocked out.
And you lost your memory too. You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with.
You may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seems to be severed.
In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless, and then...
About this 30 minutes.
My silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium.
As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he's saying that he was out cold. So, what happened during those 30 minutes?
No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time was truly vanished into the ether.
Just what is he going on about?
There's something suspicious about Detective Atme.
How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence.
Huh? Which piece?
The real question is, why would he tell us such an obvious lie? Wait, really? What is the obvious lie? Boy could land a single strike. Yeah, because he would knocked out instantly. Is this when I pulled a sword on him? Oh, whoops. Never mind. Fuck. Okay. Uh-huh. Point of once. Point of once. Uh-huh. Send upon him? Huh. Just as we began to turn, so you were backstabbed. So you were backstabbed. Before I could fight back, why? Oh! 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 Mr. Adme! Could you take a look at this... with that special monocle of yours? Ah, this belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis Mask the Mask. It is, in point of fact, Mask the Mask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Ah, elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Aha! We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night? You, Detective Adme. Yeah! Detective Adme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So, why did you lie in your testimony to the court?
But I think false testimony is a serious crime.
No! Wait just a moment, Sir Old-Timer.
Don't talk to me like I'm living in my nursing home.
I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately.
The true measure of a man is in the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right?
You talk too much.
Witness. So you're now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on, that's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me. Whoop. Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules.
Indeed, I understand. I, Luke Adme, agree completely.
Oh boy.
Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke Adme cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true, bam, and that's all she wrote.
So you're telling me you got absolutely fucking domed? So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Mask the Mask.
Correct. It was during this third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak.
Well, that's certainly understandable. I, myself, always get confused about which testimony goes with which case.
You get confused all the time, Judge. Calm down.
That can't be good. So why did you look away from the door anyway?
In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well.
Really now?
The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course.
So you're momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? The computer only rings when the fucking camera is triggered, isn't it? So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer. What should I do? Should I ask some more questions? Yep. Ask about the sensor. What kind of sensors are you talking about?
There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat detecting, infrared, and ultraviolet sensors to each of them.
That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours?
The Law Detainer department store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware.
A department store?
With ultraviolet lasers?
Get the fuck out of here.
Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well.
In other words, you couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh?
Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, Saloya?
No. So that computer belonged to Lolly Taylor as well?
Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me. Look at me.
You're a coder? In that case, you could have easily manipulated the data.
Hehehe. What's wrong, Saloya?
You're obviously fucking lying to me. But I'll play with it. What does that mean, discombobulate?
Confused.
Flabbergasted. Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway? No, I forgot. What was I saying?
Jeez.
Man, old people will forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony. Ah! What do you mean by weapon from the side?
Naturally, that thief had no idea that I, look at me, was hiding in the area.
You're right in front of the fucking PC.
He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse.
Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch?
Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp.
Okay, so he is talking about the Shishito. So the thief armed himself with a sword. And what about yourself, witness? Right next to the door. But it was moved. He couldn't have grabbed the sword from there unless, like, retroactively moved the fucking statue with it. You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities.
But of course, in college I was second in charge of the boxing club.
I'm sorry if I failed to find you appropriately impressive. Damn, Judge.
However, my opponent during this time was my arch nemesis, Mask the Mask.
This guy's a real piece of work. Can you tell us a little more about what happened?
My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious.
Powericious?
I assumed the at me fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That of course was checkmate. My opponent had bested me.
What do I do now? You were blinded! So what was this flash of light that blinded you?
I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of a woman. The statue of Army Faye, I'm guessing. But that wasn't very much help at all. What do you think, Nick?
Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now.
Yeah, what is it?
This Luke Atme guy, he's definitely hiding something.
But why?
I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective.
Yeah, it was moved.
Fuck! Never mind. Never mind, save anyway. That's torn off. But by his definition, he still could have gotten that one blow in. Actually... Damn it! He was struck in the back of the head. He was hit in the back of the head. Looking from the side around your senses. Standing by a door to the warehouse. That's a lie. The fighting stance. What fucking fighting stance?
I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say any more, but... I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you.
That's it? That's the Atme fighting style? Well, Mr. Wright, what about the testimony? Actually, what's very important? Of course it's important. We've learned to take the secret technique after all. Yes, indeed. I'll remember that if I ever take a walk alone tonight. Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out. Now then, witness, we'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony.
Now I can put that in here. Alright.
Where's this third eye you're talking about?
Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead if you like.
Why didn't you just say that in the first place?
Talaya, it looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper.
So Mr. Atme got hit in the forehead then? That's what he says. Got a funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I. Yep. He's a cunt.
Yeah, right, about that. Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun is this, Sir Lawyer? It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. You talked about him worming himself from besides the door and that you got hit from behind.
From behind, huh?
But nah, just now you testified that you were struck on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. Yeah, it seems I've made another mistake. Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part about your testimony.
What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hit the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Ah, a genius such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong.
Oh shit. To err is human, to forgive divine. Humans are machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes.
Hey, hold on, it's not as pretty as that.
Oh, really? What is it like then?
Yeah.
Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules.
This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting?
Yes. Well, Your Honor, the defense asserts that. I can't slam him that way, because he can't knock himself out. This is the fake would be weird. No, I just call him idiot. The truth is, this witness is no ace detective at all. So then what exactly are you saying that I am? Well, an average detective?
I don't see the relevance of that.
What are you doing, Nick? What are you going to do? To go on the attack? I was planning on it, but it looks like I'm the one who got attacked instead. Ow. I mean, that's a weird one. I don't know how I feel about calling him the fucking thief. Because there's no chance in... Actually... He could just bang his sword onto anything. The answer is simple, it's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atme's true identity is actually Master Mask. Yeah.
Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoeing, the entire police force who miraculously retrieved his stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at the... Oh please, your explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are, in fact, Master Mask. Yeah.
Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows from mask to mask. The security camera belongs to the Lord Taylor department store. You shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn.
So, yes, detective is actually an ace thief. This is true, witness.
Aha! The mask MO is pure genius, and so am I, Luke at me, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I'm impressed, Sir Lawyer.
What? Witness, you're admitting it?
Nick, now's your chance. Yeah, it's time to put the last nail in this guy's This is too easy. Detective at me when you assume the thief's identity. Ow!
Good old Blend 102, my personal favorite.
Aye!
Mr. Godot, the ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true. But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points tonight. I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of the whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt. Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot as the perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have, quickly.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick?
That looks pretty rattled right now.
I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke at me is in fact the mask. I have nothing yet. I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. No. Proof. Of course I've got nothing.
Oh, just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get after all.
Yeah.
I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion.
This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy is a thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think hard and try again. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you going to just give up and let us lose this? So you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? Can't think of a counterattack at all.
It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness is lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further to add that... Who?
Oh, thank fuck.
Who are you?
It doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mr. Light, what are you doing here? Nicky boy. The thing you've been looking for. I think I found it.
You mean... that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well...
That's...
the sacred urn! Nick, it's the urn!
Order! You, madame! That urn, where did you find it?
You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective Luke at me.
Oh, Desi, you're the best!
Okay, the issue is... someone fixed this. And then painted all the fucking way over it. For some reason. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme? Even you are going to have a hard time wheezing out of this one.
Huh. Pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. We're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved. Before casting aspersions at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight, is that correct?
Yeah, what about it?
Whoop! Ha! How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
But what are you insinuating?
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered the stolen urn anywhere. Including the office of the good detective here.
No, I saw it too, don't worry.
So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? I just brought it here from the detective's office.
Please, madame. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing.
Mr. Light?
Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way.
That's a proof that Ern was actually in the detective agency. I mean, I can only testify that I saw the bag. I can't testify who put it in the bag. Do we have fingerprints? I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come now.
Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, sir lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. Fuck! So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
What about it, Mr. Wright? What if the fingerprints wouldn't mean anything anyway?
Nick, what are you going to do now?
Come too far, turn back now. Admin must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. But if I propose that the fingerprint of this person should be on the urn. I mean, the thief? Never mind. Let me give you an important piece of advice. The one who keeps a cool head all the way until the game end is the winner. Let me give you an even more important piece of advice, Mr. Wright. You are not going to win this game with that answer. Fuck.
Wow, even the judge is making cool snappy remarks now. Does that mean I was wrong again?
Huh, the urn was put in the bag and carried to the detective's office yesterday. It means the person I should be fingering is the person who left their prints on the urn yesterday at the Alchemy Detective Agency. Who of us opened that bag again? What have you decided to do? Forgive me, Yarn. I've decided to think the whole thing over again. There must be some way. I've got to prove that Ern was actually in the Alchemy Detective Agency. What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say?
Yeah, come on, it should be easy to prove. After all, we checked out that bag, didn't we?
You're right. I remember doing that. Whatever was in there, it was hard and round, and smooth too.
Yes, it must have been the urn, it must have.
But I never actually saw it with my own eyes. Alchemy walked in just when I was about to have a look at it. So even if it was the urn, I can't testify that it was. Huh, looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Wright. In this town overflowing with lies, there's still a single flickering candle of truth.
Nicky boy!
Well, it's true that I never actually saw the urn. To testify from an other angle. Oh, so it must be my fingerprints then. It must be my fingerprints, and that's what I was looking for. The fact, like, I don't know if it was me or Maya that touched the fucking urn.
So what is it about all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Admin, do you recall the events of yesterday? Andy, come on, open up. Wait a minute, we can't open just on private property. Don't be such a fuddy-wuddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there? I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kinda hard and smooth. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look at the back at the time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it was very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in the Detective Atme's office. Well, even if your fingerprints are in the urn, it still doesn't prove when they put it here, does it? Of course it does. What do you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after all was yesterday at the detective agency. Huh. This blend, Godot Blend 107, I've decided it's a little too bitter after all. Order! I accept the defendant's request. Bailiff, take this urn and wait. Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that.
No need, you say?
Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are in the urn.
What are you saying?
Yes, I've finally broken him down. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy's not even a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. Kono Dioda. I am the one who only masked the mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance.
Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atme's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of a thief.
Nick, you were right after all.
Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't a thief. The court finds the defendant Mr. Ron Delight.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You're wrong. Wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was trying to say. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, this can't be happening. The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Just pronounce me guilty, please. You should be in prison for being an ill cunt and ruining your own sentence.
I don't know what kind of a kangaroo court you all think this is, but...
The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judge... What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you.
Oh no. Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Huh. Hey there, Mr. Thief.
Yes, sir?
If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean.
If you're a master, then prove it. That's what it means.
Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. Yes, I'll be happy to, Nick. It's kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy.
Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man.
I know that. I won't fail, I swear.
Okay, then. Talk. We're all listening. Oh well. Let's all have a listen to this confession.
No! Get this bitch out of my courtroom! He's done. Get this man out of my courtroom, I don't care anymore.
The truth is, I've been masked the mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually masked the mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night it was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night and dancing descended upon the scene of my crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo. It's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all.
I would like the direction this trial has taken.
But this is how every trial goes. At least for me, anyway.
Huh. You're doing great.
Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing. Oh, for...
Everyone's a fucking lunatic.
Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Mask to Mask.
Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best. I'm getting a fucking brain aneurysm.
Alright, Mr. Wright, I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination.
You may think you're the real Master Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional.
I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity. I mean, believe me, I've got my reasons.
The way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it?
Even if these are complicated family situations, I assume.
What should I do? It sounds like we're about to get sidetracked again. So why are you withholding the truth from your wife?
Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. And second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals.
If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with?
Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic, but she's the love of my life, Yarna. I guess you could say I'm a Desi hawk.
Or do you have a complicated family situation after all?
Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony. I beg of you. I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know, that you're the real Master Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy.
Hey, no, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway?
Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim? For a change?
Come on, Nick, you know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed a crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already.
I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Master Mask.
Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here. What?
Actually. For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. I should try to show that Mr. Light couldn't have stolen the urn.
Anyway,
You've got no alibi.
I've been a judge for a long time, and this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about not having an alibi.
But I tell you, I was in Law Detail that night. No. That's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse.
Hold on.
What is it, Nick?
Where was Ron Light when the crime happened anyway? If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake.
Well, you're right, but...
Huh. You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee.
Well, I think maybe I can.
Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi?
Yep. I have the evidence. Or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie?
Oh, I've never seen you this angry before.
I'm not surprised angry is the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry.
Well then, let's see this evidence already. Show this court evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime.
Bada bing, bada boom! Mr. Light, this wallet belongs to you, correct?
Yes, it does. I lost it somewhere.
Mr. Wright, when did you find a wallet? You should report it to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
Evidence?
Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you lost your wallet?
Let's see, I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner.
This wallet was found at approximately 1 AM at KB Security Headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious.
Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was, in fact, at KB Security that night.
No!
So if a defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has the watertight alibi.
No!
Furthermore, considering the distance between Lord Taylor and KB Security, I would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry, anyway.
Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say?
Uh-oh.
And stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him what he's wrong. Tell him why he's wrong.
What? Why are you like... Huh? Why are you sicking your own, like... Why are you sicking the defense on... the defendant on... Huh? You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. But alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up.
Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school.
Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet to cable security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now. Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The keycard to KB Security CEO's office. No!
Ha, that was a pretty good try, Mr. Wright. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing.
What?
Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all.
Ah, this stupid kid.
No, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Light went to KB Security at 1 AM.
Blackmail, my dear. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct?
That's...
What is it?
A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents.
Blackmail?
Yeah, basically it says, bring $50,000.
That certainly sounds like blackmail, alright.
At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security's CEO office, a full half hour away from the scene of the crime.
Oh, no!
Yeah, you better drink down that coffee, man.
Order! So when the theft on the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge. But to me...
Go on.
Well, let's just say that my Godot Blend 107 impresses me a lot more.
What are you trying to say?
You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company, but did you actually investigate the CEO at all?
Huh? Well, no, I guess not.
Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof, I'm not sure what I think of that.
Not sure what I think of that, at least I know what I think of you.
Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office. But you will need at least one witness to corroborate this claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
There is someone else who can testify. This is the person who can testify the keycode was used at 1 AM that night. My man!
Who is this useless looking young man?
You don't remember him, Your Honor?
Not exactly. But just looking at this picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat.
Wow. It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night.
Oh.
The question at hand is this key card. Oh, that's the key card I used in the building I worked. According to the security serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. We'll use at least a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room by then, and when.
As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this card's data. He took a sip only to spit it out. God damn.
Mr. Godot? The name of the CEO in KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here. So what does it show? Each keycard has its own serial number and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 AM in the morning of the crime.
Oh, thank fuck.
But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Master Mask in this photo. Huh. It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good old cup of joe.
So then...
Rondai was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it is impossible for the defendant to be Mask the Mask.
Good shot. You did it, Nick.
Oh, thank fuck. That's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment. But before I do that, do you have any further objections?
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. No, Your Honor.
Yeah. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty.
Oh! We did it, gamers! Hey!
I got a bad feeling about this.
Court is now adjourned.
Is this it? Did we break a delusional kid's delusion?
Nick, you did it! You were right after all! Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy! Oh, Mr. Light! I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can never repay you. Ah, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. I just know I'm blushing. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Oh, Pearls! I've got a bad feeling about this. Who is this woman? Oh, she's nobody. She's just, You're blushing! How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself. How? She slapped me! Pearly? This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Ah! Mr. Nick! Yeah? You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client. No, you've got it all wrong. I'll never forgive you! How? A double slap as well. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back and the thief has been caught. You're so right, it's all thanks to Nicky boy here. But actually it was you, Mr. Light, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh please, you're embarrassing me. You won that case. You won the case. And why does this guy still look so glum? But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is...
Come now, give the kid some time. What are you doing here? He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, alright, amigo?
Mr. Godot, what are you doing here?
Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite.
Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy.
Well, playtime's over.
Huh?
Earlier this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered.
There is still murder at hand. No, it's not just the theft, it's murder. Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, but body?
The estimated time of death was 1 AM on October 12th.
1 AM on October... You don't mean...
That's right, amigo. At the same time that a Tribal urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered.
So then, what are you doing here?
Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or maybe you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today.
Help me out. What?
On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ronda Light was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail, he must have been imbued with utter rage.
What are you saying? Imbued with rage?
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ronda Light was once an employee of KB Security.
Really now?
He was a professional security guard.
An employee of KB Security?
It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the news getting him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
No way!
He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene where the murder occurred.
No, that's a lie. It can't be true. But I'm a thief, I tell you.
Ronda Light, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder.
What? This can't. This is impossible.
I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Wright. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I've returned from the depths of hell to battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. Who are you? Who the fuck are you?
This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced.
Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
Nick, how could this be happening?
Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder.
And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Yeah, Ronnie! Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going on? What's going to happen next? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh boy. Oh man. October 13, 3 p.m. Rykan Coal offices. You know, I'm glad we found urine and all, but poor Mr. Light got arrested again.
Oh, supposedly Mr. Light was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred.
No way, Jose, I don't buy it.
But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was near was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I can understand.
Looks like he did too good of a job this time, Nick.
Well, how about we get started looking into the KB Security murder? Unfortunately, I think our... So there's only one thing that could have happened here. He did in fact steal shit. And she killed the CEO. How about we get started looking into the KB Security murder?
I think I'm going to head back to Crane Village for a little while, if that's alright.
Sure, but why?
I'm going to bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with...
No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness.
I was just so caught up in the fantasy, she nearly forgot there's a murder to solve.
Now remember, no fighting, okay?
Oh, she's gone.
Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation.
Ah, crap. So what do we do now?
Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder.
Well, first, we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located.
Hey, why don't we ask Mr. Light? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles.
Motorcycles? You don't think of getting one, are you?
I want to say little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy.
Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own from Mr. Delight.
Okay, well let's make sure to go to the detention center too.
You must be relieved you got the sacred urn back, huh?
You bet! But there's something a little different about it.
Huh?
Don't harm me, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn at the poster. But the urn we got back says Army, like it always used to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Plus the vase was pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before.
Well, I don't know, but 1 year ago when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Army's name into I am. And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little pearls. But still. I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it.
Is it possible that the urn is a fake?
I'm sure Pearls will find out that once she gets when she gets back to Crane Village.
Yeah, I suppose.
Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Crane Village in a long time. So I guess people still go to Crane Village to do their training then?
Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training.
So why haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that.
Channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is.
If you're going to train, you have to be serious, otherwise real tragedies can happen.
What happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Crane technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. How? That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you?
I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all.
Sounds like being the master of Crane is going to be a heavy responsibility. Well, off to the detention center.
I already told you it's not me. It's that pillow for wine that tables in the silence.
Sounds like they're interrogating Mrs. Wright right now.
Man, we don't have enough time as it is.
Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday we thought it was just a thief, but now they got a murderer case on their hands.
I guess you're right. God over there looks a bit on edge too.
Ah, come on, we'll just have to come back later.
Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick.
Well, let's talk to the wife then.
Oh, Nicky boy, Maya!
Mr. Light.
All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie.
Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case.
Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly.
Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out.
Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking you for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore.
I had no idea Mr. Light had such a vulnerable side.
Well, listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I didn't think he would even, Nick.
Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!"
He would never say that. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you that's a fantasy for him.
Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living a fantasy world.
What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest about that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief? The very idea.
Huh, I guess I just don't get it.
Huh? Get what?
I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple.
Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean Ace Detectives? No, I'm fine with Ace Detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why didn't you go to Detective Atmy's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously the Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah? And Detective Atmy knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then you went there to ask him some questions? That's right, I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office if it's a hideout. That bag was sitting right on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw about the back there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. Curious. Is that so? Mr. Light, do you know about cable security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today, he was once a professional security. He used to work there. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. Looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. Cable security is only 20 minutes away, by motorcycle that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to cable security that fast, are you sure you're literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass, thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Miss Light told us the location of cable security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. Oh, give me a sec. So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Light? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I had to kind of just cut into a little ball in the corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yeah, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying this huge knives, and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Light come running to save you? Yeah, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Oh fuck, it's a Counter-Strike condom, man. Please stop it, he screamed. I could see the robber's face turn pale. The high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. All by himself, he came to save me, a total stranger all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. Yeah, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in a not-so-distant future. Ugh. Well, to cable security we go. Oh, that's a big-ass vault. And a panic button. And a terminal. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in there look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. What's that got to do with anything?
Hey, you guys!
Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe.
That was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
Sure was, pal. The prosecutor made us real fools of us.
Yeah, I feel for you.
Oh, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Ho, 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 ho. Or something like that effect.
Do I really sound like that to you, pal?
If the gumshoe fits.
Well, anyway. The point is I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives.
Oh, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy.
Now this little love fest is over, maybe you can start investigating.
Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder.
Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey, come on, what about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, we need help.
Okay, I'll help you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal?
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 AM this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 AM in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in his room.
It happened at exactly the same time the mask was stealing the urn, huh? Cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt force trauma. I love it. I have some water real quick. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside the safe.
Safe? Well, it is pretty big.
Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came.
Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out.
I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard.
Maybe we could start by getting the man's name right.
So, what happened to Mask the Mask?
He's at the detention center, screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling.
Ah, no, I don't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right?
Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved.
But that's a detective I know and love.
Think about it. That was always around when a calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief.
That would explain how I was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about.
Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But that's just one thing I can't figure about his first heist.
His first heist?
Yeah, the Tear of Emanon. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Here, I saved a newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it.
He just got here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? Pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it... Oh no! Is that Ron? It might be Ron.
Oh, the prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used her own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight.
Yeah, I figured it out the way just cause he knew it hurt more. That's all my gut tells me anyway.
So who is that Java-addicted mask maniac anyway?
Prosecutor Godot is quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office, came out of nowhere.
That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor.
That's true, according to the records anyway, but no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in the court. Maverick that gave me goosebumps.
Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way.
Poor Detective Gumshoe, I had no idea you were so unpopular.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant.
That good old guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Now let's see. Panic button.
Oh, there's a button here. Let's see.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Right, go down, don't press that.
That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that.
What's that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right there on the panel.
Oops. You're right. It's written right there. Nick,
how many times have I told you to read the instruction first? There's an alarm connected to your basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? And it's possible on the night of the... That's possible on the night of the crime. Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprint on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know. I think I'm gonna go and talk to that guard about his emergency buzzer. This must be CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought.
Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out, just for a second. Oh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you, whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ha! This is the life.
The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know.
Guy!
This looks like some kind of bookshelf / rolling cabinet hybrid.
I can't get in between those two shelves.
Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel.
So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh?
Looks like they're filled with bunches of files. Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle.
It'd be a good night reading if
You've got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something. That'd be fucking hilarious. Check out this big binder here.
leave everything to me, Nick.
Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard in the eyes.
Ah! What did you find out, Nick?
This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Mask the Mask. It's full of info on him.
What? What kind of info?
It's full of incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes.
Hey, Nick, look at the last page.
It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Emanon or $100,000. Looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask the Mask stole.
So then $100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I don't know, that number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly take a copy of this list. I'll just like randomly get a copy of this. Hey look!
Wow, look at that huge framed photo!
Tall mountains rising majestically against the dark and cloudy sky.
There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it?
This was that sunrise? Either this guy didn't get it out enough, or he had really rotten luck with the weather.
Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days.
Well,
ew, think about it, the dead guy was laying in here all night.
Yeah, oh, by the way, don't bother asking around about fingerprints, there are none. Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right?
Yeah, and so?
Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready?
Okay,
shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open the safe, pal.
Yeah, and?
Everyone that knows how to open the safe had airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is. I'm almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Ron DeLight.
What? Ron DeLight? He wasn't security chief?
Ron.
So he knew how to open a safe, huh?
Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal.
Ah, fuck. This rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it opened?
I don't think so.
So you mean...
Yeah, I think this string shows where and how the corpse was lying.
You mean the victim was killed by being crushed by the safe door?
She can't be serious, can she? Anything else? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, cool. Anything I can still ask you? No, not that I know of. This was his first night, and I guess I underestimated him. I was sure I was going to get him, so I was careless and lost the info on the witness.
By witness, you mean the gardener's photo?
Yeah, he and the detective worked together to try catching Mask to Mask.
But he got away anyway, huh?
That's Gorm. I got the weird feeling that I've seen him around lately.
I put this right here.
Sorry.
Okay, cool.
So about this.
What's that?
Hey, wait a minute, Maya!
What's wrong?
You can't be the data without permission, don't show it to him. You're making mad at us.
So, what are you two whispering about?
It's nothing. Yeah, it's just my blindfold. My billfold.
That's a pretty thick billfold you got there, pal. I really want you to show it to me.
Huh?
Actually.
This is proof that Ron Light was here at this crime scene when the murder happened.
This wallet and this keycard, huh? I think we need to ask Mrs. Light some more questions about these two things.
What the fuck is this space station? Hey, look, it's it's Larry's fucking coat. Well, jacket. Wow, this is really something else.
For a security guard officer, it sure doesn't feel very secure.
Okay, security guard. Oh, I just remembered Larry might be.
Hey Nick, what's up?
So he is here.
Yo, how's it hanging, dude?
And you got my sweet little Maya with you, too.
Hi, Larry.
Yeah, I was working my fingers to the bone.
And walks an angel. I've got no problems with this. With a daytime date, it's all good.
No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you?
He's so hopelessly clueless.
Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you.
Really? What is it?
Well, I don't mind sharing something with my sweet little Maya. Oh my god. But Nikki, it's a different story.
But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies.
That was then and this is now.
Okay, asshole. Alright. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry?
Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away information for free. You want the bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest?
Here, talk to him, Maya.
Larry, tell us already. What's the good info?
Hey, I like that. This kid has got some class. Okay, you really want to know?
Yeah. So tell me.
Okay, so the thing is, Ron Light was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me?
Yes, so you're a pro. I follow you. Go on.
Well, 1 year ago, Ron Light was fired.
1 year ago?
And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know it's a small company, but I think that was pretty awful.
I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that.
Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something.
No, that's just you. So I'd like to be a part-time security guard.
I'm Italian, it's tough. Well, you know me, I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors all the time.
Monitors?
There's security cameras hidden in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out.
Oh.
And I see something suspicious. I have to contact one of the teams.
What teams? the security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them.
So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long.
You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you?
Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me. I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb.
Even if it is part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here.
Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. Huh?
I don't think I can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right? Oh, look at you! Oh no, I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all.
That's like I always say. That was then and then it's now.
It is now, okay. Oh, so I'm going to have to break the Cyclops after all. Let's see what we got. Yeah, there, that's your jacket, isn't it?
That's right.
Did you know it hung around top of some kind of lever?
Yeah, sure. I was told to never ever touch my levers.
She's golden huffed at me.
Something terrible happened if you do. Got it, Greenhorn?
So why hang your jacket on such an important lever?
Because it got me curious. If the jacket's way pulls the lever down, that's what they call an accident.
Doesn't the suspense just kill you?
Didn't you want to know what'll happen, huh?
Are you mad?
It's true, it's killing me too. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, but for a different reason.
That's my partner's seat.
Your partner?
Well, that's what I'd call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady.
There's tea spill all over that machine, you know?
Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess.
Something's written on the poster in fine print. A guard's 5 commandments. Oh, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. First, obey Vice Superior. Second, respect Vice Superior. Third, smile at Vice Superior. Fourth, salute Vice Superior. And fifth, buy donuts for Vice Superior upon command. It's signed Wendy Altman. Oh, great. Oh, fucking great.
He's the one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her, you come face to face with her for real, genuine ray gun.
Yeah, sounds scary, alright.
Well, fortunately, she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right.
Oh, thank fuck. Oh, thank fuck.
Wow, take a look at these things here. Hey, Larry, what are they?
Did you say, huh?
Hey, man, it's not like I have to know what they're for to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of decoration or something.
Oh boy. How did this guy ever get a job here anyway?
Those screens there show what's going on all over the building, everywhere. And it's my job to keep a steady eye on them, all of them.
Wouldn't sound so smug if I were you.
Can you watch regular TV in these too?
If anyone would sit there and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry.
Hey Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get regular TV on it.
And how do you know about Larry?
Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation, alright?
Yeah, right. Hitting some crisp.
That's my workstation. Pretty cool, huh? I keep a steady eye on the monitors and use that mic for communicating.
Look at all this equipment. It must be hard to operate.
No biggie. I think there's an introduction manual somewhere in this room.
Somewhere? Instruction manual? What are you going to do in an emergency?
Well, I guess I'd start by calmly looking for the instruction manual. During that time, my partner, the old lady, would calmly look for her reading glasses. That's what us security professionals call teamwork.
You're my parents could run this place better.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I got an achievement. For investigating everything that could have something to do with Vault Bag. Alright, let's just check what you want from me. Let's just give it a little look, see what you want from me in the beginning. On another crime, you were you working hard like you were supposed to?
What, huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been?
But didn't you sneak out of your work just yesterday to go to see Miss Delight?
But that was that, and this is this.
Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night too?
Never. I didn't sneak out. I tell you what, I'll even bet you $1.
$1? Wow, no, that's confidence.
What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have any evidence I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain?
The evidence that I was not manning a stage when the murder happened is not here yet. Okay, so he did fuck off randomly. Gotcha. Can I finally... Ah, piss. Oh yeah. Oh, this place is literally crawling with cops.
What do you expect now that they know he was actually Master Mask? This must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe's nowhere to be seen.
Well, he's the homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case.
Was he in charge of the Master Mask investigation all the way up to yesterday?
Well, the murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He'd say something like, "There's nothing like a good murder case, pal."
Well, points for the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya. Nothing here of relevance. Gotcha. There's someone here.
The treasures of Crane exhibit is all ruined now.
Maya.
I'm sorry, it's just so sad. It was a big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling.
Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now we've got the sacred urn back. Maybe they can reopen it?
Really?
Sure, maybe you can label it the Urn of Master Mask Desires. That will probably attract a lot of attention.
Wow! Whoa! That's brilliant, Nick! We could clean up and be filthy rich!
Woohoo! Well, that was surprisingly easy.
Ah, it's you, Mr. Wright.
Miss Andrews! What's she still hanging around down here for?
So how's it going? What about the sacred urn?
The urn? Oh, that! It's been taken care of already.
What do you mean, oh that?
Taken care of?
Do you mean it's been found? Yeah! Was brought in during the trial today. Oh, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Master Master's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along.
Looks that way right now.
It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring the mask to guard the treasure.
Don't blame yourself, you were just doing your job.
Hey Nick, if she really wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective at me again? About 20 days ago.
And when was it that the masked calling card arrived?
That was about 10 days ago.
So you sent the calling card to the very place you were hired to guard.
I guess that's it then. Detective Admin must have really wanted the sacred urn after all.
I guess so.
What? So Master Mask murdered someone as well?
Oh, that's how things look right now.
Yeah, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at the time.
Well, we're talking about the criminal mastermind, so anything's possible.
Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the 5th, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme?
No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. A glimpse of the way he always
That's the way he always operates. That's just what he says when he can have an alibi while he commits theft himself. Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene for dressed up as Master Mask pretty well. I'm so glad you got your sacred urn back. Yeah, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but some of your urn that came back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I? Ah. Cyclops? What do you think this means, Nick? It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn. So very old Miss Andrews. Can I investigate the paint on you? Oh no, I can't. Hamburger festival, yada yada. Okay, we already had that. That's the ladder. Look, a ladder. Actually, it's a step ladder. So, that's the difference. You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Pathetic-looking wooden box. Don't touch it. There may be some clues to the piece of identity on it. Yeah, I worked hard to make that box. You made it point. Okay, cool. That's a sword. Could have turned out that Ashley was the real thief. It's hard to believe. Looks like Agent feels very bad about it. I'm going to take full responsibility and fix that sword myself. I know I don't look it, but I have a complete confidence I can fix it right up. I promise I'll fix it so you never knew it was bent in the first place. Please be gentle with it. Slide to the right. Looks like to me it's been dry for several days. Something suspicious about this paint mark. Yeah, shockingly pink. The statue wasn't where it is now when we first came here, right? Yeah, it was right next to the door, wasn't it? Oh, someone moved it. It was probably Master Mask. Maybe he didn't like it being watched by Mystic Army while he's stole the urn. Hey, cut it out! You're giving me the creeps for that kind of talk. Okay, so I can't check the paint either. Yeah, okay, this thing's like locked hell down. That's the cam. It belonged to Lordly Taylor, so he knew he could tamper with it. Then why would Master Mask, allow that to happen? Alright, so what do you want to know? Mr. Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? We know anything? I'm in charge of the entire future exhibit. The urn was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. If any evidence the urn was submitted at trial was genuine? Do I have proof that it was genuine? Good question. I don't think I do, actually. I kinda don't right now, I think. Huh. Huh. Okay, can't help with any of this shit. Hey, look, it's the man. Oh. Nope. Unfortunate. Nope.
Hey, someone died, by the way. Never mind.
Detective Admin said he got hit in the back of the head by the thief. That was obviously a lie. Unless. I thought the whole exhibit would be brightened up by something shiny and gold. That's why I went to the trouble of borrowing it from a Brand family training hall. Gold statue is totally cool in my book. Rather late, so I thought I wouldn't be able to put it on display. But wait, looks like the statue's moved on to the night of the 5th. You know anything about that? Yeah, no, it said it was me that moved it. Why is she so flustered all of a sudden?
So she moved the statue. For what reason, though? For what reason, though? I don't know. This did that, did that. Okay, what else we got? Wait, what's the way else? Fuck. Go back. And maybe? Oh, god damn it. Hi. CEO's office. Say, Gumshoe.
Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard.
That's Shane Bluebard, not Shane Bluebard, pal.
Oh, yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me.
Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullock was found dead. Yeah, this body wasn't uncovered until this morning. Right. Anyway, we didn't have enough information on it. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now.
Okay, Nick. Now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask.
Ah! Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard?
What's the CEO of Cage Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway?
Well, the company basically sent security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of the secrets doing this kind of work.
Oh, and?
And I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber.
Really, me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough.
Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting in my wallet.
Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions.
Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier.
Let me go already. Apparently, he was involved in sending trade secrets between rival companies.
Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded.
Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Mask to Mask.
What, really?
Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive.
So it really was Blood who sent Ron to blackmail it, huh? Huh. Yeah, that's your boss, by the way.
Hey Larry, there's something I want to look at. Hey Nick, I told you I'm a pro and I don't want to interrupt the pro when he's working. I don't have time to sit and chat with you, alright?
Oh, is that right?
Oh, naturally I've got time for you though, Maya. We're gonna have to squeeze this guy if we don't want to get him in for about him, huh? Squeeze this man. Hey, by the way, there was murder here. Never mind. Wallet. Never mind. He just misses everything, the bastard. Actually, yeah, wasn't he the one who picked up the fucking, the wallet? You were the one who picked up the wallet in the first place, ain't you? Hey, you had to pick up the wallet. This wallet, you know about this, right?
I've never seen it before.
Liar! You had hand-delivered this wallet to Mr. Light just yesterday.
Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens.
Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet?
Guess it was around 1 AM in the morning on the first floor of the company building. 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard's office.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's something you didn't know about.
What's that?
My shift that day didn't start until 10 PM. The murderer might have snuck in before then.
What do you mean by that?
If the murderer had snuck in before 10 PM, then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine.
Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into CSO's office after 10 PM during your shift. How? Oh yeah. Larry, when you use this keycard, does it leave a record?
Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record just as anyone, you know.
That keycard data was already made public in a trial today.
What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like this is supposed to go from me.
Whew. Boy, does that sound arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 AM the time of the murder.
No way!
Yep, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. What happened? That happened at 1 AM on the night of the murder, right in the middle of your shift.
Oh.
Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time.
Yeah, no.
Got him.
Oh, health.
Alright then, son. Spill the beans.
Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Larry, there was nothing I could do. I have no important issues to deal with. I have important issues to deal with too, man.
What happened that night anyway?
My Donna happened.
Huh? Your Donna? I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, my Donna called and said I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and she was standing there. He was standing right there next to her.
Who was?
Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally, I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya?
Yeah? So, is that why you left the security guard office?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make it up for you, Nick? What can I do?
He's curled up on the floor crying like a baby.
Oh boy, Nick! Is there anything I can do? Anything? Just name it. I'll do whatever I have to do to make it up for you. I swear I will. Larry? Hey Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got? He's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information out of him. Nick. The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours,
Son. No.
Huh? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard I am. Wow, that was pretty good. Thanks, I try. Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now? Yeah, please. Please tell us. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh?
You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office?
Well, this is the third floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it would be a good idea to, adopt the wait and see approach.
Holy crap, you really are incompetent.
Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary.
Definitely he's trying to win an award for the laziest person in the planet.
Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? There must be a record, right?
There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right?
Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either.
Do you think you could take just one more look for me, pretty please?
Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya.
What do you think, Nick? He's probably right, so I'm thinking even Larry could make a mistake like that.
Wah!
Uh-oh.
What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake.
Huh? But how?
It can't be. It's impossible.
Okay, enough already. What about the records?
That night, it went off just once in the morning at around 1.
Pain and suffering.
1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened. Really? Are you serious? It's terrible. It can't be.
Oh boy. 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 Oh boy.
You guys really made me reflect on the way I've been living. But you're only proud with all this reflecting. Where's the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know. What are you going on about, Larry?
Plus, do you honestly have any new info on the buzzer record?
Ah, the record. Ah, no, nothing at all.
This guy reflects about as much as a piece of black carpeting. Fuck, you know. We're out of here. Yo, Gumshoe, check this out.
Detective Gumshoe, about this right here.
Oh, what? Okay, sure, I guess you do not want the record of the fucking thing popping. Go on. No way.
Mr. Wright! Mr. Light, did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore.
Mr. Light, you lied to us before, didn't you?
Well, you see...
On the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Loyalty Taylor department store. And the blackmail that you got someone you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one round light, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This is the time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it.
Okay.
Oh boy. Mr. Light, do you just still insist that you're Master Mask?
Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday?
That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating.
But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned that the true identity of the thief, did we?
Yeah, it was that prick. Unless it wasn't, he's just mental.
guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn.
Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time.
So then the person dressed up as Master Mask in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atme.
So that night, you didn't go to Lord Taylor, you went to KB Security, right?
Yeah, I went to KB Security at the time the blackman note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the keycard to unlock the door.
That's probably when he dropped his wallet.
But when I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there.
Someone?
What? Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam! Was it Kane Bullet that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body.
So that's why you put it in the safe?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my god, why?
I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick? All of a sudden, Mr. Light sounds like the murderer to me.
Please don't say that.
Mr. Light, is it true that 1 year ago you were forced to quit KB Security? How did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell this, please. Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Phew, thank goodness. No, but I suppose I have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? I guess you would despise me if she ever thought I was living the life of crime. A criminal, a thief, she'd never forgive me. A marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Leslie spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief, at least that's what I thought anyway.
So he became Master Mask for Desiree, huh? This list, we found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard.
Hey, it's the list of all the things Master Mask stole.
And that's the value of each item listed next to them. $100,000, $150,000.
Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? That must seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, the price should be at least 3 times higher than that.
Guess he knows about that stuff because he used to be a security guard.
The buzzer went off just once around the time that Bullard was killed. Oh, that's scary.
Do you know anything about that, Mr. Delight?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't.
Why am I not surprised by how clueless he is anymore?
That's the emergency buzzer from the CEO's office. Don't press it, it makes a terrible racket. Sorry, I just love making a lot of noise. Does this buzzer have something to do with this case?
Well, at this point, I don't really know yet. After all, there were no prints on it, or anything else for that matter.
Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail.
But Master Mask must have gotten away, right?
He must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right, I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I had my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. And I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, eh? Wow, awesome! Hey, hold the phone. Regarding this photo, is this you, Mr. Delight? Heh, that's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself.
Nice and easy to figure out. Even pros could see through that in a heartbeat.
As you might expect, Detective Atme found to disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective.
Detective Atme found to Master Mask disguise. Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and I heard that he brought it home with him.
Ah, really now?
So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. It must have been really time consuming, huh? Yeah, it took a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. Blackmail letters? You got them starting when? Tell me the time, now. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. Hit me. This blackmail, is this the first one you got? No, of course not. This is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. Oh, that's a tune. Oh, that's a banger tune. What the hell? So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yeah, just a few days after the Tear of Emmerdon heist. That first letter said, I know you did it. Someone found out about your true identity just like that? It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give up, went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all the trouble to steal. Is that right?
Hey, hang on a second.
What do you mean by you had to give up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box, the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or a painting or some other rare items. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods.
He got it from the man himself. From Mr. Bullard, that cock.
So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person, incredibly detailed plans. It sounds like Mr. Light is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. Your own life was Master Mask after all, but someone else is behind the theft. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasure into the stolen to the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come into the mail. You try to not look so gleeful about it. So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you just told me the truth? Yeah, but please don't tell Desi, okay? Well, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me. Mr. Kim Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course! I could never. I'm not lying! All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? I guess so. You really clever, Mr. Delight. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. Mystic Maya! Hey! Pearly! I'm back! Hey, Pearls! What have you been up to this whole time? The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Crane Village to have it examined. And? What did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn. Phew! That's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? The cute little pink splotches. They said that it's paint. And that they were put on the urn recently. Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick, we've got to find out how they got there. Okay, jeez. We'll go find out how they got there. But please don't forget about me. Refiled. Alright, we have a little meeting to do real quick. Give me just a moment. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined. Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we could figure out the mystery of what actually happened here. Nick, let's look around one more time.
finally. This box, there's something about it that's bothering me. That's the box that Sacred Urn was in. It looks like there's some pink paint on it too. And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on Urn. I think I know how the paint got onto it now. Alright, let's investigate again, Nick. Whoop. Looks to me like it's been dry for several days. There's nothing suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it's shaped oddly and shockingly pink. Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. That's the box the Sacred Urn was in. If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well. Oh, you're right. Look, it matches. I see, Mr. Nick. It's all turning out exactly as I thought it would. I think it's all starting to become clear. We're much closer to solving this mystery of what happened to the urn. Hey, Miss Andrews, bada bing, bada boom. Do you know anything about any of this? Miss Andrews, how about the paint is all over the wall? Oh, look at that! It looks like paint, all right. Isn't that funny? I've never noticed that before. It has to be the most pathetic acting I've ever seen in my life. I'm beginning to get very frustrated. Uh-oh, I'd better do something to calm them down, and fast. What a magnificent box. You're not going to throw us off the trail with flattery. I want to know about the paint on this box. Well, I don't know anything about that. Some people just have a natural gift for lying. Adrian's not one of them. See, we've got our Sacred Urn back. But we're not entirely convinced it's the same urn. Miss Andrews, we want you to cooperate with us. Yeah. Hey, bada bing, bada boom, let's rumble. The Sacred Urn. Miss Ernest, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? A fake? Yep. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is a genuine article. First went back to Crane Village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how. What she discovered was that the urn had been broken again. Did you say again? Yep, it was broken once a year ago, and now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too. Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently? Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? This poster was made recently, right? Poster? Ah, yeah, the poster for the exhibit. At the time this photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Army. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. Yeah! I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. That was the mistake. Now, tell the truth. Yeah, but wait. Or, even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yeah, that's it. It must have been one of those people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. Huh. I think she's not going to give up Last Cyclock so easily. Yes, actually. Hello, Miss Andrews. What is this supposed to mean? There's pink paint all over this urn. And there's pink paint all over the floor and wall over there. In other words, this urn was broken here. You can't weasel out of this one, Miss Andrews. But, uh-oh. She's trying to make her escape. But you can get pink paint everywhere. Well, there's none in my office, that's for sure. There is in my room. Liar! Anyway, the paint on the urn and the paint on the floor, well, there's no proof that it's the same paint. Come on, this is getting ridiculous. This box, the urn was stored in this, right? Yeah, that's right. Well, this
pink paint on this box as well.
Yeah. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yeah, more or less. The pen on the floor has an odd shape imprinted on it, doesn't it? Yes.
If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly.
Yeah. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. Alright, now let's talk. Let's talk mano a mano. I'm so sorry, I was the one who broke the urn. Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher. I'm a terrible person, not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did.
Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly? No, not at all. I just know how she feels.
It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken and the same day the urn arrived here, I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. When I tripped on the paint can and lost my balance, the box I was carrying crashed into the ground. Kaboom!
I heard a terrible noise and thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box and that's when it happened. Broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint.
I was in shock. And then I had a huge scream.
I can totally see how that could have happened.
Yes, clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Crane Village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to Army? I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Army.
Any sane person? Really?
Oh, Pearl. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then. But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it. The army face there. Aha! The first time that we came down here was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen.
But Mr. Nick,
there were no paint marks on the walls or floor of the warehouse when we were there. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statues happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense.
But there's still one thing I find strange.
What is it, Pearl?
The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. And that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible.
Well, she's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews? Yeah, what? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? When, who was it? Who would have done it and why? On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. The next day it was moved. Why? Looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case. Why do you think so, Nick? Because that night, the real thief Ron the Light was at KB Security. So then why did another masked mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact.
One undeniable fact?
The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. Oh boy. Safe. 4-1, oh boy. Bad news. Oh, anyway, this is a gorgeous timing to call it quits for tonight. Bangin'.
So, that was
Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, Fortnite.
I do thank you all for watching. We'll be back on Friday with the end of Half-Life 2 with Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Probably like one entire run of it. So after that I'm actually gonna play Dread Delusion again. Don't worry about it. I'm actually gonna like do it again. I was hyped to play the game, but I kind of got stuck up in Half-Life, and now I feel like I can't just like leave it there half-assed. Despite the fact that I also can't leave Dread Delusion half-assed, but the game's a tad longer. So you know how it is. Anyway, I do thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all again on Friday. And until then, don't die. And please don't turn a theft case into a murder case. Oh well. You know what it is. Bye.